What's up, guys? My name's Derek, and welcome back to the Sundown Audio unofficial YouTube channel. Alright guys, how's it going? I want to take a second and make this video, and straight to the point, what's your opinion on the difference between, and specifically about subwoofers, what's your opinion, the difference between assembled versus built? Okay, so let's start right here at the very beginning. Put your opinion in these comments. Let me know how you feel, what the difference is. Are they the same? Are they different? And what is the difference? Don't quote somebody else. Don't tell me what some dictionary says the difference is. Let me know your opinion without looking it up or doing any Google or nothing. You tell me. Now, I want to take a second and give you my opinion, but to start, I'm going to tell you why I felt I needed to make this video. So I'm online the other day, and I seen somebody make a post on Facebook, and they said Sundown Audio doesn't build their subs. They said that Sundown Audio brings their stuff in pre-made and they just assemble it, and that they worded it almost exactly to that. And I read this and I just went, what are you talking about? We don't, it comes in pre-made and then we assemble it? Like what? So let me break this down. What you see here, we're in the Sundown Audio build room here in Claremont, North Carolina in the US. This is not how these subwoofers come in. As a matter of fact, this is not how these subwoofers come in. Do we bring parts in? Yes, just like about every other subwoofer company out there. Did we physically go get ore out of the ground and melt it down and cast it and form these frames? No. Do we pay somebody to do this and bring it in? Yeah, we paid somebody to make them frames and we brought the parts in. Do we do the same thing and do these magnets? No. Did we pay somebody to build the magnets and bring them in? Yes. Do we bring in these as subwoofers? No. Okay, so do we assemble them into subwoofers or do we build them into subwoofers? Now, I have a huge long background in production and manufacturing, and the biggest difference from where I come from in manufacturing is when we had an assembly line where we assembled things, it was all small tools, hand tools like screwdrivers or nut drivers, and you had a couple quick parts that you brought in, screwed a few things together, 1-2 things, and you sent it on down the way. That's it. That's all assembly's ever been in all, really. So in all the manufacturing I've ever done, yep, let me turn that off. That's all assembly has ever been. Anytime you had to do any kind of fabrication, you had to do any kind of welding or forming or fitting or gluing, anytime you had to do something that was more of a fabricating step, well, that was fabrication. That was considered building. Okay, we didn't consider that assembling. If we were doing some welding, we didn't say, oh, you're assembling that steel together. You know, that was different. When it comes to building subwoofers like this, you're not just taking some parts and some nuts and bolts and some screwdrivers and screwing a few things together and going, ta-da, subwoofer. You actually have to build this, okay? You're gonna do some gluing. There's a little bit of some custom work going on. Even though we do a lot, I'll give you a glimpse around our build room. We see multiple tables laid out, multiple build stations. We do a lot of subwoofers here every day, but it's not that simple. And let me tell you how not simple it is. So if I had to do some kind of small assembly work, Okay, in every place I've done and I've ran, and I could bring in almost any Joe Blow off the street, and I could hand them. Let me grab something real quick, just randomly. I could hand them a screwdriver, like say, hey, you're gonna take this, and you're gonna screw those two parts together, and they could do it because it doesn't require that much skill to assemble something like that. Well, I can tell you from a little experience here, you can't bring any Joe Blow in off the street and say, hey, take these handful of parts and you're gonna glue that stuff together. Well, you do that and you let me know how it works out. And last guy that tried to tell me how easy this was when he'd never done it, I put out a challenge, and I called it the Build Your Own Sub Challenge. And this guy was actually local here to North Carolina. He wasn't that far, he was about 2 hours away, and I told him, if he thought it was so easy, bring his butt on down here, pick his parts out, build a subwoofer, and if he could accomplish it correctly, I'd let him keep the thing. Needless to say, he turned the offer down. This is not that easy. You can't bring any Joe Blow off the street and hand him a screwdriver and build a subwoofer. You're not gonna assemble it that way. To me, it's building, where you're gonna take the parts, you're gonna fit them correctly. Sometimes you gotta do a little customization in there. And of course, we build custom subs. We do custom parts. That's not something everybody can do, and you're certainly not doing it like a small assembly. So to go on even further, to run you, so you can see right here, we got some motors and frames. Motors, aka magnets. We refer to them as motors around here. A lot of people call these baskets. Usually we refer to them as frames. These are some ZV5s. All right, so yes, we bring the frames in, we bring the magnets in. They don't even look like this when they come in. We have to assemble this. The reason I use the terminology assemble, because they bolt in, okay? We have T-handles and we have impacts and stuff we use to assemble this together real quick. One other thing, refer to another comment I saw, when motors like these come in, they're not even magnetized. So somebody said, you're not a real subwoofer company unless you have your own magnetizer. And then somebody's like, no, Sundown doesn't have a magnetizer. Well, bro, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this. I've showed it in several videos, but that's a magnetizer. That's a really big magnetizer. As a matter of fact, show me someone else in the US. I think there is. Pretty sure I know of one other magnetizer out there that's as big or bigger than this one. That's a pretty big magnetizer. It's very expensive. Not every subwoofer company has one of those, and not every company has one as big and as nice as what we got. So let's put that to rest right there. We can bring in our own motors. We can magnetize our own motors. I'll show you some other work going on right here. Here's some Neos getting built. Look, they don't come in pre-made and we just assemble them. This is built piece by piece, part by part, from the motor getting assembled to the frame, to the spiders, to the coils, to the cones, everything getting built and put together, as you see right here. So these are already partway built. You got the coil down in there. That's the shim you see on the inside. The spider's been glued down. You see all the cones sitting here. Next step up's come in, get the cone fitted, glued into place. So we'll walk over here. I'll show you some of what's going on some of the other build stations. Because obviously you see ZV5s there. We got X's over there. Got a whole table full of U's right here. So yes, we have brought in U's pre-built from China. Currently, we are building them in-house. We don't plan on any more U series coming in from China. There is still some stock. I'm sure there's some dealers, some distributors still have some Chinese stock out there. But from here on forward, we plan on building all U subwoofers right here in-house, just like you see right here. These were all built right here. They didn't come in pre-made. Okay, so if you want to say, oh, the magnet came in pre-made, cool. The magnet's not a subwoofer. You want to say the frame came in pre-made, cool. The frame did. Frame made a subwoofer. These weren't a subwoofer until somebody built them into a subwoofer right here in our Sundown build room. We don't call this an assembly room. We call this the build room. But it wasn't a subwoofer, so somebody built it into one right here in Claremont, North Carolina. There's some more stuff over here. You see some more X's down there, some ZV5s, bunch of ZV5s lined up here on the table, all getting built right here in our build room, Claremont, North Carolina, in the US. So you tell me, guys, again, the whole point of this, what's your opinion? Don't Google a definition for me. I already know. Don't tell me what the government states that the technical term is you got to use. I already know. I've already read it. I'm familiar with it. I've seen it. Tell me your opinion. Your opinion. What's the difference between building and assembling? Let me know in the comments. That's it. We're going to wrap this up. So remember, guys, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, click that thumbs up button, give us a like, subscribe, share, all that fancy stuff. And until next time, guys, we'll see y'all then.